Happens here. Looks like we're getting launched, which is awesome. Okay. Let's go view. No, we're not going to do that. So, just wonder if I can hide this one. I don't think I can. All right, cool. Well, there's five of us on here right now. So, welcome to Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good day. How is everything going, you guys? Let me know if you can hear me or not. Um, cool. So, yeah. Sam, how are you?
Doing well. Sorry, I'm just having lunch and had to get my mouth empty so I
Oh,
could
that
talk to
happened. There you go.
you.
Just it's just I'll sit here and eat a sandwich.
There you go. There you go. No, we're making good progress. Still have a couple of issues that we figure out, but
Okay.
um, and I hope Ben is on here with us. Can you see if he's on here?
Yep, Ben. We got Ben here. Yep.
Okay, cool. So we're trying to go through and map out everything, and so we can
Right.
look at so we can know exactly what messages were all in one place.
So
So
how are you guys doing that? I'm interested because I know, yeah, last chat we had, you guys said that you guys are going through the whole reward system and mapping everything out. Do you have like a visual of that, of how you're doing it? Because it's really interesting to me.
we're using Lucid Charts,
Okay.
and I can share my screen. And I'm not sure
Yeah.
Ben's been working on it, so I'm not quite sure where we are. But let me.
But even just kind of an example of what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I'm trying to find my share button
Unable
here. I
to
don't see
live
it.
stream. It says we're live streaming though.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me see here. All right, share screen if I can do that.
yeah, you should be able to.
Okay. And I'll share a couple of things here. Um, Now, we're not that far down the road here, and Ben can probably check in here, but let me make it a little larger. So the first thing that happens when they come into the restaurant is they scan the QR code.
Okay.
Uh, and then they get this rewards registration page. And this is the part that Ben and I were working on even a little while ago is, okay, how do we see what that is? I know
Yeah.
where it is in the system, but I can look right here, and here's my link to it, and I can see that.
Nice. Okay.
And so we're not that far down the road. Now this is a URL, so it's easy to do that. But once we get into our email sequences, then those are not URLs. So I'm not sure what he's got here. Let me see what that one is.
Which page
Okay,
it
that's
goes
the
to?
thank you page. Okay. So to me, it's just going to be easier if we
Uh-huh.
and can I share one other idea real quick?
Absolutely.
All right, let me figure out where this is. So, a Venn diagram. Here's what I'm really trying to accomplish. Restaurants, first of all, are low profit margin. So everybody says there's no money in restaurants to do this.
Yeah.
So I beg to differ. We're figuring out a food calculator here, but then it's down here on the bottom right. So just trying to see what would happen. This is a typical restaurant, monthly volume of $225,000 a month. What if I can improve their profitability by 1%? Yeah,
Yeah.
$2,250. How hard is it going to be to improve their profitability by 1%?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
So the fact that they are a low margin company is all the more reason they need to work with me.
yeah.
And so let me get back over to here. And so how do all these things come into play? If I start off with loyalty, now we can go into all the things about loyalty and all that. But one of the factors in the loyalty program, and you've alluded to this, Jason, is that what I want to do, I want to give away things, but I want them to be a high value but a low cost.
Yep.
So that brings me into my food cost calculator. How do you know what your high value, low cost is if you don't really know your food cost? So I'm partnered with somebody this morning. In fact, they're going to help me build this out.
Okay.
We've got a good start on it already. We can come into here and do drop downs, and no, this is not all about loyalty, but I think my whole point
Just
is
helping restaurants in general. Like, I mean, that's the whole thing
all of
is,
it comes together, and
yeah,
restaurants are just, they're bombarded with, how do you deal with food costs? What kind of POS system? What online ordering, employee management, loyalty, all those things are important. But I don't know of anybody that's really taking them and putting them together because they all are interactive. And
right.
so that's what we're trying to do. So anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I like it. And you know what? It's just a good example of if you take and I've talked about this lots, maybe not on here, but
Uh-huh.
the best SaaS agencies and the best agencies who have picked a niche and are working in that niche aren't just offering the one service, right? They're offering, you have to think about the restaurants that you go to work with, they are looking at you as an advisor. They're looking
Correct.
at you to come in and tell them what's the best way to do things, right? Especially when it comes to their marketing and stuff. So when you
Mhm.
can demonstrate that you have knowledge about, hey, do you know your food costs? Do you know that kind of stuff, right? What kind of POS system are you guys using? Are you guys using website like online ordering? How is that going? Like, what kind of numbers are you seeing from that? You know, where can you bump that up? All those kind of things where you can actually talk about that, that's huge. But then also, if you can create content that around that and
Uh-huh.
put it on your website or put it on YouTube or put it on social media, you know, you're just boosting up your authority in that space, not just restaurant or around loyalty, because the system that we build, like this loyalty and reward system, yeah, it says loyalty and rewards, but it's really about restaurant marketing. It's really
Right.
about getting more customers in and
Yep.
building up a list of customers that you can easily message out who are referring other people to you, but then getting those customers to come back again and again, right? Um, to fill in
Here,
those three ways that they're going to make money. More
here,
customers, more
yeah.
their customers come back more often, and those customers come back and spend more money. So
Here,
that's the whole goal of what we're building. And it's not, yeah, and it's not just about a loyalty system, but it's about the retention, customer retention, and bringing those customers back.
it's all about that profit margin thing here. And Jason, I would say this: if you want to pick, maybe leave out the employee management, but take any one of those four and say this would be my main function. I
Yeah,
promise you, I can take your POS system and marry that into food costs. I mean, one thing leads to another, regardless.
yeah,
So if I'm selling loyalty, how easy is it going to be to say what the things you're giving away in your loyalty, you need to deal with this.
yeah,
It just, one thing leads to another, and pretty soon, and to me, all this is a very sticky thing. So once it's sold, they're not going to leave you. And how many times have we heard the money is in the list?
yeah.
So here we're dealing with a list here. How many times we also heard you've got to know your numbers if you're going to run a business?
Well, there's so many people who, yeah, and I mean, include in every industry who just run
All right.
by like gut feeling. You know, I feel like this takes longer, like, or you know, this is worth this, or this is worth that kind of thing. Just like a weird story about gut feeling is like, so I was talking to my wife, and we had a couple friends over, but we were talking about the time it takes to travel to different areas in our city, right? And we moved to a new place, and I would actually get in the truck when I'm going somewhere and look at the clock and time how long it took to get to these different places. Um, but my wife, Chandel, she would go to somewhere and she's like, it's gonna take us 20 minutes to get there. I'm like, that place is literally 5 minutes away. And she's like, I'm like, have you looked at a clock? Like, have you timed it? Anything like, do you know how long it actually takes to get there? She's like, no, but that's how long it feels like to get there. You know?
Hey,
So,
I got a quick story. This is one of my favorite stories, and this is about my ex-wife. So I want to be
yeah,
careful. Uh, we were always late going to church. I mean, every Sunday. I mean, consistently, we were late. So I asked her, "Honey, why do we always have to be late going to church?" She says, that's easy. It's because we live so far from the church.
Yeah.
I said, what, don't we live the same distance every week?
Yeah.
You think we could figure that out?
You know, it's
Just
well, the good thing
simple
is that
logic.
Chandel's always early.
Yeah.
And she always has the kids early there because she overestimates how long it takes to get to different places.
Yeah.
And I'm borderline, we'll get there on time
Yeah.
kind of thing because I know
It,
because I've timed it out. But
yeah. That's
yeah,
my
but
whole story. I don't want to monopolize, but I just, and we're still in the beginning stages, but
yeah,
I see that your program is going to be such a massively integratable part of it.
yeah,
And I think that the fact that we're tying all this is into the CRM, go high level. I know you don't technically have to, but that's what makes it sticky. That's why they are not going to be able to leave and that recurring revenue is really what builds value. And so
absolutely.
I'm
And you
just
know, yeah, I've been talking with a lot of agencies like yourself, and yeah, we're all on the same page, and we all want to make it better and make it more profitable for everybody to use. So that's really awesome. I like having you guys here for sure. Um,
all right, well, I'm out of here.
yeah. All right. Well,
Talk to you soon.
I'm gonna jump into one quick question that I forget who it was, Royce had. It was a question, it was just, and then I'll go to other questions here. So Royce was asking just really simply, how can we trigger an automation off of somebody redeeming or getting a stamp for for the loyalty card. So if you're using the loyalty cards, how can we trigger another automation off of that? So really simply, it'll take 2 seconds here to show you. Inside of the automations here, we're going to go to loyalty cards. This is in the restaurant snapshot. So
You're not
in
showing your
here,
screen.
oh yeah, you know what? That's like what I always do. It's like my signature move. Okay, so we're in automations. We went to loyalty cards. Here, loyalty cards. Right here. So loyalty card redeem stamps, loyalty card weekly reminder. So there's a check-in to add stamps here, so you could do something there. But then there's just the update loyalty stamps here. So when somebody comes in and the business scans their code and gives them a stamp. Right here in this form, you can add in you can add in automation however you want. So what happens in this automation is the form that gives stamps gets scanned or gets filled out by the business. So
I
all
also I've gotten a lot of requests on how I made my avatar, my clone, and
I'm
the
gonna
company I used is Agent.
mute
And
that right now. Um, so okay, so let's go into here. So trigger, that gets triggered when the business fills out the form to give stamps. In that form, everything gets auto-filled when they scan the QR code, so they don't have to fill anything out. They just have to select how many stamps they want to give to that person. There's a password that's automatically going to go in for them if they are the business owner and it's on their business device. Otherwise, somebody will have to try and put in a password. And if they have the password wrong, then it won't give them any stamps. So the business owner will have that correct anyways. So if the passwords match, then we're just going to check to see if the loyalty card is empty or not, or how many stamps they have. We do a little bit of math there, and then we can calculate stamps and give stamps for whatever. So it's a pretty actually, if you zoom out, it's a pretty big workflow here to calculate how many stamps to give and when to give stamps and where to give stamps and all that kind of stuff here. But if you wanted to trigger off of them just getting stamps, now if it was based on how many stamps they're going to get, you would put the another link to a workflow down here. So you'd have to build another workflow and then you can trigger an automation off of that. So it'd be in this update loyalty stamps one here. If it didn't matter how many stamps that they were getting, in order to trigger your automation, you could put a add to workflow in any one of these steps here. If it didn't matter if the password was correct, you could put something there. If you wanted to just make sure that it was the business themselves adding that and just want to make sure the passwords match. The password is just a protection to make sure this is going to compare the custom field that they enter with the password in it to the password that you have in custom values and make sure they're the same. If they are the same, then we could do it. So if it didn't matter how many stamps they were getting and you just wanted to trigger something off of them, the card being submitted, you could just go here, click something here, do add to workflow here, and then you can select which workflow you want to add them to trigger that next step in your flow or your actions or whatever. So you'd have to create another workflow and then just do an add to workflow off of here. That way, when somebody they do earn stamps of some sort, then you can send them wherever you want. And you can see here, this is all based off of how many stamps they're getting for each one. And then yeah, then we're just adding and sending out an email here. I think this is the only email that we're actually sending out, or if the card is full. So if the card isn't full, then it won't go there. But you can see here how many spaces they have left and whichever. This is based on a 10 stamp card there. So yeah, that is how you would do it if you wanted to add an automation in when somebody gets a stamp. So it's under update loyalty stamps. So I hope that makes sense. And that is our first question down here. And if anybody else has any questions, I would love to hear. And Ralph, I know you just messaged and said you're only on view right now. But if you wanted to, if you had any questions, throw it in chat here, and I'm happy to answer anything that you've got for us about it. Or if you want me to do a quick little overview of the restaurant snapshot, I can do that here towards the end of the call as well. So we've got Mike and Dwayne have just joined us while we were chatting away there. How are you guys doing today?
Good. So question.
Yes.
So on your reviews, when you're gating it, you pop it up where you could ask for like your auxiliary review.
Yeah.
Can you have their video recording on that? Can we put a link in there for video that goes to your video recording?
Ooh.
So
Yes.
this way it gives them that
Absolutely.
option. So
You totally can.
Let's
Yeah.
do that. How do we do that?
Oh, absolutely. All you got to do is so you have to just set up the video testimonial system. You'd have to create a graphic that would go to leave a video testimonial. And then let's go to, I'm not even going to go into smart reviews right now. Let's go into
You're not showing your screen if you're trying to.
you know what? I'm glad you're here to tell me because I'd always forget. Always, like, never. I just assume you guys can see what I see. Okay, so under that alternate under smart reviews in here. So just like let's just pick one here, AI Test Center. I don't even know if I added that one in there. Okay, let's do a different one. Smart reviews snapshot. Okay, so here, so under the alternate review site image, you could upload a graphic that you would use for a review site one. Let's just click on this just because it's literally the first thing that showed up on my thing. We have a URL right here. Let's go to, I know I've got HPS, GHL Power Tools /new video capture here. And then let's say we go click on try it out. And then I'll just put something in here. I like how I didn't even change it. It just says button for the demo. Okay, so what you can do is you can drop this in here for the video capture. The only thing, now that I'm thinking about it, is if we're passing the customer ID over to be able to like reward them points and stuff for giving a video testimonial. How would we do that? I might have to add in something in order to capture that contact ID. But what if we try, let's just try, I'm going to try, go here, put this in here, and then go CID equals Like ooh, um this probably won't work. I'm gonna try that. So you can put the at minimum, you can put that in there, and that will send them over to the video capture page. So that they can leave. Oh no, so that's the video, that's the image one. We gotta switch that again. Sorry. Let's grab that same weird image that we got last in Lunch and Learn. Here, paste that link there. I don't think this will work, but I might be able to do something where we can get that to work. So let's just see what happens, because it wouldn't be coming from a trigger link. But if we wanted to do that from the reviews page, I could probably set it up so that we can capture that contact ID and either use JavaScript or something, because we're going to populate those links through our system anyways. So let's just see that. So I think it was gymdemo.freshrep.com. No, that's not even the right page. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, so there's the video there. It's not going to pull in our contact ID. If we're going to do that, I might have to write something just to pass the contact ID with it. But I mean, you can put any link in here, and now that's going to open up and bring you over to the
Video
the
capture.
person's page.
Okay. All right.
So
That makes
now they
sense.
can go and record. The only thing, yeah,
So don't select anything in the drop down. Just leave that blank.
yeah,
and
just leave
select.
that blank. Yeah, you can put, so the reason why we have this is just and maybe I'll make, I'll make a graphic up that follows the same kind of design guidelines that we have for these ones. And I'll make one that says video testimonial. And then it can link to, then you can select that, and then we'll make a little icon, maybe with a video testimonial icon and 5 stars kind of thing. And then they can click that, and it'll go over to, then you can link that up to go to this page, where whatever funnel you have that on, you can direct them to. What we'll have to do though is, if we want to pass along details, like, because the way we have it set up with the video testimonials is that once they record it and everything like that, it'll send them an email saying thank you for recording. Once you approve it, then you can set it up to give them rewards or give them whatever you want, right? After that video testimonial is approved, it can trigger some automations. But in order to do that, we need to pass their contact ID with over here with the link. Now, with the review system, we do capture all that. We do have their contact ID and everything in here. So we might just have to say, I might just have to write a little script here just to attach this to the end or something like that. If you just leave that off, maybe we can just, maybe if you leave the CID thing off, we can add it on afterwards or something with code, so that we know that we're sending it to the same person, if that makes sense. But yeah, regardless of that, that's how you would go and do it anyway.
What if you, well, yeah, that'd be too complicated doing it
What's
that
that?
way. Make it a web page, like a web page for every person that once it loaded that web page, instead of going directly to that, it was already a web page that had their contact already in it. And it was just a reload.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Too complicated.
complicated. You wouldn't even
Yeah.
know how to do it, like, or it would take way too much time to even consider doing it.
It'd be a bad aid.
I can probably, but the thing is, what I can do is I can check to see if we're linking to a video testimonial. Because I think I haven't even considered it, like, until you just said it now. Like, what if we wanted to do a video testimonial off of the review system, which is brilliant. So, I mean, having that added in, it probably you wouldn't have to change anything on your end. I would just have to see, like, I would have to say, okay, is it an alternate review site? Are we, maybe we need to have a checkbox that says it's a video testimonial or something like that.
You should actually add that one, and leave the alternate as another alternate, but
Yeah, okay.
have
Just have
that.
another option
Obviously it promotes your business better,
as
offering the reviews.
Yeah, so we could put
Just a whole new form in and then turn it on or turn it off. But with the pre-graphics, yeah.
yeah, we have to create a I can look at that. We'd have to create a custom value and then just say if the custom use ask for a video testimonial, turn that on. It says yes. If it says yes, then show a video testimonial link in their in um in their options there or in the pop-up.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a great idea. I think we could do that. I don't think it'd be hard. I could probably have that like kind of ready to go for early next week.
Okay.
We just have to have the custom, we'd have to create a custom value. I mean, in the meantime, this is a faster way to do it right now, but we just have to do a custom value. I just have to write the code to what would we need out of that? Probably the path to your video testimonial and whether you're using it or not, or we just have it standard as you turn this on, make sure your video testimonial link ends with, you know, /video testimonial or something like that for the funnel.
Can't you link it to the account automatically though? If you're turning it on inside their portion.
Yeah, I was just trying to think, do we create another URL? Like create another spot for a link, plus do the video testimonials so that you set both?
You
Or
shouldn't have
do we
to. I
do it
mean, well,
separately?
yeah, that's true.
Like instead of like if we're not going to do the alternative review site thing, just leave this completely separate. And then do another one, just have a link that goes out. So what we'd have to do is have a button and then a URL. Are you using the video testimonials? Yes. And link to your video testimonial capture page.
Right.
So that's not hard. We just have to create those two custom values, and then we'd have to update the JavaScript to just check for that. And yeah, and that's not a big deal.
Okay. And then the
Oh,
other question was the
yeah.
FOMO. Did you work on that at all to pull from a different database?
No, sorry, I haven't worked on it to pull from sorry, can you remind me which database we were talking about? Just like
Just a,
externally?
just a fake one. So just something that we could load in.
Oh, yeah, no, we had a quick chat about that.
So it's just until you actually get Google reviews and pull in theirs, you could have it just go through a fake one that's, anything. It could be just promotions too, 50% discount coming up soon. It's just so we could actually write in and it's pulling from that database instead of a live feed.
No, but I put it on my list now for sure. It was probably on another list, but yeah, no, we can get that added too.
Yeah, because GHL's tools or GHL experts used to have one that was actually, it had like 6 different pop-ups you could use.
Okay, yeah. You know what?
But
We've got something. I know what they're using. We've got something similar and we've been playing around with it, but we don't have that integrated with reviews. I can chat with you about that afterwards and send you a link to check something out anyways, and see how that works.
Okay.
Because we do have like a FOMO pop-up thing, but I haven't I haven't integrated it with here, I'll just even agency dashboard. I think I have it smart proof here. So basically this is the same system that
You're not
GHL
showing your screen.
Experts was using actually.
You're not showing your screen.
There we go. So this is the same system that GHL Experts was using. It's just a system we were able to grab from. I don't even know if that's the right password to get into this or not. No. Oh yeah, I don't think we could log into it from high level. It was weird. That was one of the problems with it, why I never actually did it. But we had it here so you could do all these different type of FOMO pop-ups, which I'd like to get rolling inside of our system here, but let's see if it's that one. Because this is pretty neat. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but yeah, you can't do it inside of here. I know high level or GHL experts a long time ago hacked apart the whole thing and made it so that you can get access to it, but it just doesn't work inside of an iframe is what the problem was here. So we were playing around with it, but it does have all the different pop-ups, and I'd love to get that rolling at some point here too. But anyways, outside of the FOMO pop-up type thing, we can do we can definitely make it so that on that sub account you can add in like 5 fake reviews type thing or things that you want to have pop up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. No, I didn't have a chance to work on that yet. I do remember us chatting about it, and I did officially put it on the list here. So it's something that we can get to. Okay, so Dwayne, did you have any more questions?
Nope, those two, that's it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry I don't have that done yet, but I'll make sure it's on the list here. So that's something that we can get rolling. And then adding video testimonials to reviews, I think is just a brilliant idea too. So we'll get that rolling in there as well. And then Mike, I don't know if you had any questions today for us or how things are going. I know Ralph wants me to do a quick overview of the reward system, so I'll jump into that in a little bit. But just want to answer any questions before we just jump into doing that quick little demo again. Ralph, we got some good videos online too that have really good overviews of the entire system. Something maybe that we can cover that will have a little bit more detail than what we'll do right now, but I'm going to send you over I'll grab a link and then I'll make sure that I get that. If you don't have me on Facebook right now, actually, I'm going to get you to, you guys can use this link. I'm going to put in chat and you can add me on Facebook. Then you can answer and ask any questions that way as well. But if you guys are cool with it, I'll go through a quick little overview of the reward system for restaurants here. I know you guys have seen it a couple times, but Ralph is asking here, and I'm happy to go through a quick little demo of what it is. So okay, so here is our reward system. This is in our back end system here. This is what a lot of guys with us are using already with different restaurants, and we're building it out for salons and other businesses as well. It's based off of our standard loyalty and reward system. But the cool thing about this is we built
And again, show your screen.
oh man. Can I just get AI to just like when it knows that I start talking about things like this, it just starts sharing my screen for me. Okay, so in our reward system, we have a whole promotion system here, which allows you or the restaurant that you're working with, the business that you're working with, to go in and create really simple promotions, coupons, events, things like that they can then send out to their customers. So the whole idea of the restaurant reward system or restaurant promotion system is to help restaurants create a VIP list of customers so that they can remarket to them really cheaply without having to rely on social media or any of that. So one way that we're doing that is we're building that VIP list and getting people to subscribe to the list for an offer. And that offer might be anything from a free appetizer, first pint for $1. Really could be buy one get one entrees, buy one appetizer, get a second one free, kind of 2-for-1 appetizers, 2-for-1 pizzas, anything like that to get people onto that list. You want to have a good offer that's going to get a customer in there. And then we have 5 different campaigns here already built to get people in as subscribers. And then after they are already subscribed, we've also got a birthday campaign in here. And then we've got a campaign that you can initialize for a second and third visit. So if customers come in once, they redeem that first coupon, we can and they indicate that they're a first-time customer, we can send them a coupon for a second visit to get them to come back again. And then we can do it for a third visit as well. The reason why we built this promotions manager here is so that you or the restaurant that you're working with can easily build a landing page that is going to have all their promotions on it and easily send that out to customers so they're not having to go into funnels and do all that kind of stuff, because that's where things really can get messy for customers, because then they have to like build, and they just won't do it because they don't have the time or energy or knowledge to be able to go and build a landing page with their promotions on it. So what we built is a system that will create that promotion, add it to the promotions page, and then they can click their customers, their VIP list customers can click on those promotions. We track it based on who is clicking what, and then they can get coupons or redeem coupons. They can see events, they can add stuff to their calendar, they can fill out high-level forms on here for different bonuses, and we can link out to different pages and everything, so that it's just a really valuable tool and a way for them to create a microsite of everything that's going on in their business. Now, this is great for restaurants, breweries, pubs, salons. We're going to be customizing this specifically for salons, hair, barber shops, all that kind of stuff. This one is really great for the food industry and or event places too. So if you have an event place with food, or it doesn't even have to have food, but if you have an event place, I've seen people use this system and only use it to sell tickets. So like, here's our next 20 upcoming events that we have. Click on it, they can add it to their calendar, and they can click to go buy tickets. So you can send them out to their ticket purchasing place that way too. So that's a real overview of how the promotion system works. And then we can also tie that in with our loyalty and reward system. Now, the loyalty reward system gives people points for joining the system. So you can give them points that it's just another incentive for them to come back, right? And you can tie promotions directly into points. So instead of giving them a discount for something, you can actually just give them points for redeeming that coupon. When they're in part of the loyalty rewards program, this is going to bring them to a page that looks like this. This can be completely customized. This is some just placeholder graphics that you guys can update for your clients there. But when they're in here, they can see how many points that they have, and they can earn points from checking in. They can earn points from doing loyalty card type stuff. They can earn points from, I mean, we can even go as far as like, watch this video and you can earn points. Anything that you can do through a workflow, you can set up to earn points. And we have this one set up so they can earn points through referrals, through invites, social media shares, and checking in for customers, or redeeming coupons that have points attached to them. And then they earn points. They can see every transaction that they've had with those points, or how they've earned them or redeemed them, or whichever is going to show up down there. And then when they have, this is a page here that shows them how that they can earn more points. And this is primarily focused on referring friends. So with the restaurant one, we're just referring friends to join the VIP program. So every time they refer a friend who joins the VIP program, they're going to earn points for that friend joining in. They can also just send out a text message or send out a message here through this system here, and it'll invite their friend, or they can use the QR code that way as well. And then after they have points, you or your client or your restaurant that you're working with, you guys can create different redeemable coupons. Now it could be like, here, redeem 1,000 points and get a ticket to this event. Redeem 500 points and get a free quesadilla. It's up to you, entirely up to you on how you want to do it. If they don't have enough points, it's not going to allow them to click on a button. Shows how many points that they have up here. And yeah, it's wide open on how you want or what you want to offer for rewards based on different promotional, depends on how many points they have, basically. And then if they click over here, they can see what rewards or that they've redeemed for in the past. Now, every reward has a unique coupon code, and that can either be tracked by the restaurant scanning this voucher with their phone, they can scan it there. This voucher is going to be able to be changed, so you can change the graphics to suit the restaurant if you like. But if you scan this QR code, it's then going to take the restaurant to a place where they can redeem that code. If you have the restaurant and they have access to the back end of high level, here they're also going to be able to see how many referrals that they've have come in, who referred who has the most referrals, that kind of stuff. We have the points leaderboard where it shows how many lifetime points the top earners have earned, and then you can click to view details about that too, and it shows you kind of a view of every time they've earned points and how they earn points and stuff like that. There, you can give them points or you can archive a person here, and it takes them out of that reward system. You can go and manage your rewards. This is how you go and create all of your rewards for customers to redeem once they've earned points. And then here is where I was saying where you can go and another option for them to manage those redemptions. So anytime somebody redeems something, it creates a unique coupon code, and it's going to put it in this list here. And you can also search by coupon code. So if somebody brings a coupon code in or just has it, we can plug it in here, and the system's going to bring up whichever coupon code it was, and then they can review that reward, and then they can process their certificate through the back end. Now, this whole leaderboard section here can be dumped right onto a tablet that the restaurant has access to, and then that'll allow them to manage everything from referrals, points, rewards, promotions, and even edit some of the point settings, custom values. And as an agency, you get to control what they see. By default, it's just the points leaderboard. And then you can add in each one of these things by just clicking a button in our backend dashboard, which gives you control over what your restaurant clients see. So that is, in the nutshell, how the whole system works. And we have all of the automations built out through there. We got 10 DLC compliance in there as well, outreach, expiring coupons, all different kinds of stuff like that in here. And then we have sites and all the funnels and everything that you need to run the system as well, along with all the messaging that is used in the system too. So a ton of different stuff in there, and basically set it up so that you can just run with it and load up you can load up your restaurant clients with this system. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, yeah, let me know, or yeah, message me on Facebook there, and we'll chat more about it too. One of the cool things here, I think, with the new dashboard that you can do is loading in the promotions manager right up top here. You can actually put any links in, so that's kind of neat, and it can all be iframed in too, so they don't even have to have this promotions leaderboard or anything like that. We'll just send them in here, and then it'll show them everything about their promotions that they have. So that's really neat as well. So that's pretty good. I think I did that in like 9 minutes. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about it, I am obviously here to answer. And yeah, if there's any, I'm gonna check to see if there's any other. I've also got this. I know, Sam, you were talking about the one that you guys are creating. And I don't know if you have access to this one or not, but this is just the standard loyalty and referral system that kind of goes into promotions. We don't have all of it mapped out for restaurants, but it probably wouldn't take that much for me to reorganize this because it's all almost identical, except we really built out the promotions side, and then we have stuff for like Wi-Fi and keywords. So built into the restaurant one too, we also have it set up so you can subscribe via keyword. We have a landing page which has a quick links page. So if we have missed call text back, we can send customers over to a quick links page that would have all of their listings for like DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff. And the way we built this is that if you don't put a URL for one of these things in the custom values using our editor, then they're not going to show up. So these are all dynamically loaded. So this is going to show that's just your menu link to that. You can click to become a VIP. This can take you over to the VIP page. they can plug in their reservation page and stuff like that. So this would get sent out on a missed call text back. So we've got a bunch of stuff built in like that. And again, the idea is that we're building out a whole restaurant marketing system, if you will. And we use it with a bunch of clients, various pieces and forms, and with some of them we use the whole thing as well. So a lot of options that way. Yeah, and then like Sam says, they want to integrate a bunch of other things into this as well for ordering and POS and all different kinds of stuff, which I think is really cool. So yeah, if you guys want access to this, I can send that over to you. I'll just share it right now.
Let me share the
Um,
screen again.
I'm gonna share this in here. So Sam, this is what I was talking about here. This here. So we created this whole layout of the system here. So it pretty much has everything, except there's a few things in here that aren't in or there's a few things in the restaurant system that aren't in this one. This is just the regular overview of loyalty and rewards.
What system did you use to make this?
This is Whimsical.
Whimsical, okay.
Whimsical.com. Yeah, I just shared the link there so you guys can jump in and have a look. Now this is the again, this is just the regular rewards one. I don't have anything more built out for promotions. So here we're just basically go to promotions and then it shows a couple things there, but really the restaurant. And then it has all the different share types and stuff like that too. So I think I have that all built out in here too. So I'll copy this and I'll make one for restaurants and then we'll build it out so that it's a little more clear. But it goes from everything like customers coming in, registering, and even with the restaurant system, we have a different registration system, right? They can still register through the rewards sign up, but ideally we're bringing them in through subscriptions and promotions. So through the 5 different subscriber campaigns that we have, and then we have a reactivation campaign and all that kind of stuff in here, which I think it would be really good to map out as well.
I think that's great. I love that. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So it's a good start anyways. So you guys can have a look. I think a lot of it's in there, and maybe it's something we can work on here as well to get it better mapped out for you guys.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and then forget to share it again next time I go to show something, because that is what I do. Yeah, I want to see if I'm gonna check in here, see if there's anyone. Samantha, who's usually on our calls, says sorry she can't make it today. Hard at work sending out proposals for your super bitchin' referral program. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad she's out there just hustling to get things done. That's wonderful. So I'll lead off. I'll end with today with next week we're going to be launching a free challenge. It's going to be, I think we're setting our sights high here. We're going to do a 21-day challenge, and I don't know if we're going to we said this morning that we're going to go live every day next week starting at 1 p.m. PST, which would be 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll go and we'll jump on and we're going to cover a bunch of things, and we're going to go for 3 weeks. So we're going to do basically a 3-week challenge. We're going to jump on every day, answer questions, give tips, ideas, just kind of help you guys and just pump you guys up so you can get out there and do more great things. We're going to call it 3 weeks to 3K and getting your first 10 clients with loyalty, using the loyalty and reward system. But we'll start off with I think we're going to go Monday at 1 o'clock PST, again, 4 p.m. Eastern. And what we'll do with that is we're just going to go live every day and we're going to cover a bunch of different things, from even just like money mindset to marketing to what you should charge to going through the system. And I was thinking about it too. And we might even bring in a few guests to do a couple chats on different things and way of marketing yourself and everything there too. So we're going to do it next week. I'm going to get a landing page and a registration page set up for it. It's going to be a free challenge for you guys to get in there. and we're going to go for 3 weeks. I know I've done 1 week ones before and it's a bit nuts there too, but we'll do 3 weeks, and it'll be in addition to these live calls that we're doing. So after that, I mean, we should have a really good base of really getting out there and getting customers. And that's the whole goal, is just kind of getting out of our comfort zone and getting out to get more and more customers. So I know there's a lot of people just starting out here. There's a lot of people who are in sales. There's a lot of people who are in tech. So, I mean, bringing it all together and, yeah, just making it work for everybody. So that's our goal for next week. I'm going to get a registration page set up for it, and then you'll see that around. I'll start promoting. I'll send it out by email. And if anybody wants to join that challenge, it's going to be free, and I think it's going to be awesome. So that's my little spiel about that. Yeah, let's see you guys on there. If you can make it, let me know. Otherwise, we'll have recordings and everything as well. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited. So yeah. Okay, cool.
Just
Well,
quick
yeah, does
question.
anybody have any questions? Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
quick question. Can you put the link to the Facebook page? For some reason, I can't find our Facebook page. I
Yeah.
want Ben to be sure he can join so we can get recordings.
We'll put this in here. There you go. Just threw it in chat there. So that's the high level tool scripts and snapshot systems page.
Perfect. Thank you.
So yeah, awesome. Okay, well, yeah, it's been an hour. I appreciate you guys jumping on here. Yeah, I know we covered some good stuff. Wait, you know what? I think there might have been one quick question that I forgot to answer, which was from Jonathan. What did he ask? Oh yeah, before I jump, I'm gonna dive into this really quickly. So, he has a question about utility for referrals using the smart reviews. I think reviews and referrals. Is there a way to accomplish this scenario? If someone enters in 3 referrals into a page, it triggers a task to reward them upon a confirmed appointment. So 3 referrals. I think the only way that we could do that is this is what I think. This is how I was thinking about it earlier, really quick. So if we have, I'm going to go over to reviews here. And this is really just what we have to do is we just set up a,
Share your screen.
yeah, I'll do that right now. I'm going to jump over to, thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna just over here in reviews. So this is the smart review snapshot. Here under referrals, what we need to do is create a custom field for number of referral invites. So let's go add a field here. Just make it a single. I could actually be a number. So let's add number and then go number of referral invites. So we do that. I'm going to throw it under additional info right now. Now in the automation, every time they refer someone. So that's a good question. Let me think. I would have to do under referral. Yeah, so it get a little bit tricky because we need to grab the referral information and then update that referral. If they do 3 invites for that referral, well, it might be something I have to think about. I was thinking that we could but because the way the referrals work, it's basically you're putting your name in as the referral and then putting in the lead's name as the contact. So we couldn't just put in that referral. But if we go to here's what we could do probably. Let's go create a new workflow from scratch. We would go add new trigger, and on here we would do contact changed, and then under contact changed we would see I think it's referral submissions. So if referral submissions has changed, that means that their number of referrals has increased by one through the smart rewards review and rewards system. Then we could see we could do an if the custom contact details, let's go, what was the name of that one again? That was submission. So referral submissions in the review and referral system, that is what we call the invites. So referral submissions is equal to, or we can even say, so if it's equal to 3, then we can, what was the rest of the question here? Could we, someone enters 3 referrals into the page, it triggers a task to reward them upon confirmed appointment. So it have to, I don't know why it's like exactly 3 referrals. But so let's say we had that. So right here, we're seeing where every time they do a referral, it's going to give them, every time they do a referral, it's going to update the contact chain. It's going to update the referral submission. It's going to update the referral submission. It's going to say that has changed. If the referral submissions is equal to 3, then we could say,
But he's also asking if to prove that they showed up.
yeah,
referral.
upon confirmed appointment. So we would have to almost trigger another, so what we'd have to do is probably trigger another custom field. So, or we tag them. Okay, let's just say we tag them as add contact, 3 referrals. Yeah, let's just say, let's say has 3 referral invites. So create that as a tag there. So if that contact change, we're going to check to see if the referrals is equal to 3. If they do, then we're going to tag them as referral invites. So now let's just say that I'm not going to publish it, but 3 referral invites update on referral submission, 3 referral invites. So what we would do is that we'd add the tag for the 3 referral invites. Now in your, I would then say, no, because it's going to be a different contact. Yeah, I don't know exactly how we would do it. We'd have to check to see if, because then it would be, who would be booking in? It would be if the trigger, if to task to reward them upon the confirmed appointment. Someone enters in 3 referrals into the page, it triggers a task to reward them upon that the other person's confirmed appointment. We can do it. I think it's just going to get a little bit complicated because what we would do is let's say we had a, let's say I'm just going to click this one because it's a appointment confirmation. Proceed. Okay, so we have the appointment confirmation for this, and now this would be for the actual contact. Like this is the person who was referred. So if they booked in and their appointment was confirmed, then we could do, there's a thing that you can look up. You can use the custom webhook. You can use a custom webhook. It's not even that one, actually. It's the, It's a premium one. Oh yeah, it's a custom webhook right there. Yeah, so custom webhook, and you can grab, now you can do the get customer ID from that. So we have to do a customer lookup. Oh, and I don't think we can do it based on their customer ID with this one. I think I'm gonna have to think about it because it'd be using API version 1, but I wonder if we can do it with like API version 2 to look up a contact based on an email address. So I know if we pass the contact ID over there, we can find contact. This one doesn't. Okay, so here's what I have an idea is, let's just save this one for right now. And then gonna jump back over here. So here's what I think is we can create another workflow without a trigger. Create another workflow without a trigger. And this one here is going to add a task. So this one is going to actually find the contact. And this is going to go referred by email. And then find a contact with matching values. That won't work either. Oh yeah, we could do. How can we pass that over? Um, the problem, yeah, so the problem that we end up having is that we do have the referrals email address populated in the contact, but we need to grab that contact's information. Now, in the new reward system, we have the new rewards and referral system. We track everything by contact ID, so it'd be a little bit easier to do that. This might something I just might end up playing around with to see how we can do it. But I think the idea would be we could create a new workflow. So after that, the redeem points, or where are we here? That's the confirmation. We have the referral submission. So we know that we have 3 referrals that have come in, but we have to attach it to each one of those contacts. So after the 3rd one, we want to know. So if any one of those contacts then books an appointment, if any one of those contacts books an appointment here and the appointment is confirmed, then what we want to do is grab that referral's name and pass that over to another workflow where we can then pass it over to another workflow where we can then no, yeah. Well, we have to check to see if that contact, their referral contact, has 3 invites, right? That's the tricky part. To see if the person who referred them has 3 invites. So we need to be able to pull up that other contact and then see if that other contact has 3 referrals already. So they're already tagged as 3 referrals. And if they are tagged as 3 referrals, then add them to that other workflow where it would give them in a task. So I think that's the tricky part. So anyways, I'll think about that. Maybe if I get it figured out, I'll chat about it on Tuesday here with you guys. Or if you guys have any thoughts on it, shoot me a message and let me know. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we'll talk to you guys soon, okay? What if
Right
we
next to his-
did, I mean, the other thing that we could do is, I mean, another thing is we could do a Google Sheet to something else and then bring that Google Sheet in and send the referral ID over there and then track things. That's kind of weird, but that's another option. Let's see what we can do here anyways, because it does get tricky once you just add
For a
in
new customer, do you
referrals.
have the refer by field?
Yeah, the referred by email is filled out. Yeah.
So on, but is it a,
This would be a new customer here coming in because they'd fill out the contact info. It wouldn't be a new contact. It wouldn't be like
but do you show who referred each person?
yeah,
What field do you have that on?
referred by and referred by email.
And so then you could actually look up that and find their actual,
Yeah, we can do the lookup for like the find contact. That's what I'm wondering here. So we can do find contact referred by email equals, but the only thing is here, this doesn't this doesn't apply to the contact that is already in the system. So the one who triggered the appointment confirmation, we can check to see referred by email, but we can't compare that against the referred by email. So we want to find a contact with referred by email equals whatever. Now, I think this is meant to be used if you send in data from like if you're using an inbound webhook, like let's say you use a custom webhook to bring data in that would have that customer's details. So I wonder if we actually sent, the other option is I wonder if we sent a webhook to ourself kind of thing, like do a webhook, send it to the custom webhook in another workflow, and then yeah, interesting. Save response from this webhook. Uh yeah, because then you can use it as custom variables. Yeah, anyways, I have to think about it. It's just gets a bit tricky because the one thing that we want to do is look up the refer based on their email address, and we can do that, but I think we have to do that in the other workflow, but we need to be able to send a so we go add to, I don't even think we could do add to workflow, pass input trigger parameters. No, that's just like, I don't even know what input trigger parameters exactly are. So it'd be great if we could add to workflow, because we're adding this contact to workflow, not a different person to the workflow. So that wouldn't work either. What I think we need to do is somehow add the contact that is the refer, pass their information over to the other workflow, and trigger that workflow based on who that customer is. So yeah, I think we'll just have to figure that out. A little bit tricky, yeah, when it comes to getting that contact, but I've done similar things before. But just a little bit of a brain burner to do it right at this second. Anyway, Dwayne, thanks for hanging on here, and reminding me to share my screen because I always forget. Appreciate that, and appreciate you guys. So I'm gonna end the call for today, but I'll get this figured out and we'll talk about it quickly on Tuesday there, if that's cool.
Cool. Cool,
All
cool.
right. Talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
See you then.
Thanks. Okay, bye.